So in this video, we're going to check out episode 7 of the bootcamp series for the Korg Electribe 2. Make sure to watch the previous episodes since we're building up from the first. So if you get lost, just start from the first episode. It's recommended that if you want to understand all these features to watch these videos at least once a day until these things become second nature. Even if you take out 5 minutes a day, you should be seeing big results in no time. This time we're going to explore the groove function and how we can use it to explore different variations. I have a pre-made pattern here set to a snare drum. If I press sequencer, you can see each step is triggering the sample. Let's go to groove depth. So I'm going to hold shift, press lower left pad. It says groove depth. We can turn the knob to change from normal timing to fade slowly into the groove pattern. It's almost like a wet dry for effects, except in this case, it's going to vary the velocity and the micro timing of the notes. Let's leave it all the way up so we can hear what it's doing. Now we're going to hold shift and press the upper right pad. We can change the groove type. There's 25 different groove types. As I play this, we're going to change the settings. We can hear a lot of different variations. If I press trigger, we can see what it's actually doing. Of course, we're not going to be making tracks that sound like that. That's so you can hear all the different variations. As we change the different settings, we can hear a lot of different variations that are possible. So if I hold down shift, let's go to depth. Let's turn that down just a little bit. You can hear the original pattern as well as whatever we change to. Let's bring it all the way back to full. So we also have synth tracks up here, all set up with full sequence. So let's mute the snare and unmute the first instrument. Let's go to trigger, so that way we can see what it's doing. Let's press play. So this is already set to 127 full groove depth. Let's go to the different grooves, and let's listen to what we have. Let's actually turn on some delay. Let's turn on MFX hold. And change the filter. This is a lot of different variations we can do here. You can also go on the keyboard. Now, since this is set to mono voice, I can actually record over this. Now, as that's going, we can change these. It's also going to change what we play. So see, that changes what we have. Let's change it up. Let's go to this track here. So I just soloed that. Now let's listen. Let's change the groove type. Let's record in. Now it's changing it automatically in the groove type. So it quantizes the steps in here. Let's change the groove type. Just unmute this. Let's switch that groove type. Let's hold down Shift press Tab and make it go really fast. Now let's change the groove type, see what it sounds like. Made another pattern here. We're going to go through the pattern and improvise different groove patterns for each track. Now this one is actually set to 25% swing, just to give a little more variation. The groove depth is full on each track, so you can hear what changes we can make, and we can see what's going on in the trigger screen. We're just going to go in to each track, hold down Shift, press upper pad, can change the groove type, and then switch between them, and turn the knob to change a different type. Also, in here, we're going to press part mute. We can see I saved this with only the synth there. If you want to solo a track like that, press part mute until it blinks, then press the track. Now let's switch the groove type. I'm going to add this one. Let's switch to this one. Let's change the groove type. Change this one again. Let's unmute this. Switch up.